Hey,
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
how's it going, everybody? You know what day it is and what time it is. It's Saturday night, and it's workshop time. Let's go around and introduce ourselves.
I'm Amy Lynn Perea.
Christian.
Lucy.
Oh, sorry. Hi, I'm Lucy.
Kai Tam.
Deja.
Nick.
Sophie.
Xavier.
And we are the
Intoxicated
Readers.
Readers.
Yeah.
plus a wonderful
And
guest
yes.
tonight, Lucy. How you doing, Lucy?
I'm swell. How are you?
Quite good, quite good.
Quite good.
We've got a fun, possibly depressing show for you tonight.
Oh man.
Yeah. I don't know. The prompt could have gone either way. Our prompt this week was, "What if COVID never happened?" And we interpreted that as we did and wrote scripts, and we will be presenting them now. But first, we've got 3 drinking rules, as always. The first one is take a drink anytime we mess up a line or break character. The second rule is take a drink whenever the Lord of the Drinks shows their drink. And tonight, that's going to be our guest Lucy with her bottle of Blue Moon.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And the third drinking rule, which is specific to this prompt, is who wants to take it away? Did we ever decide?
I don't think so.
No, we didn't.
Let's just say anything vague.
Oh,
Yeah,
well then,
good
keep
day.
drinking.
Yeah. When
Just-
Anytime,
So-
literally, anything happens.
no.
Maybe alternate timeline with like what COVID was supposed to happen. I don't know. I'm spitballing.
Every time something good happens that couldn't have happened in the pandemic.
Oh, that's not my script.
That's
I
not
like
mine
that.
either.
Yeah, something happens that couldn't have happened now.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Interpret that as you will and drink as you will.
Yeah, just drink.
Know your limits, stay within it, have a good time. We'll be here for a long time.
Drink responsibly.
Or
No.
not. No, I didn't say that. I don't.
Well, if you're in the
if you're at
safety
home-
of your own home.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Let's start.
All right.
Up first is Axe, yeah.
Well, you know me. I like to make storylines and don't finish them. So this is chapter 2. Who knows? I might have more chapters. Okay. Bladeless Sword and Its Master, chapter 2, by me. Characters are I, Amy Lynn, Sora, Sophie, Zero, me, and narration is by Kai. And there's a little footnote for Amy Lynn, and we're ready. Kai, whenever you're ready.
Cool. Chapter 2. Exterior, outskirts of town. We see the temple over the tree line. Zero, I, and Sora teleport far off in the woods.
You've chosen well.
Sora says to Zero. Zero holds a sword's hilt in his hand. It is a futuristic sword hilt from the past. From the bottom, the sword has a sleek squared bottom. Going up to the middle grip has a thumb rest for support. From there, it has a knuckle guard leading into the crossguard of the sword.
I chose the hilt because with a strong base, a blade becomes a dangerous one.
That's an excellent observation.
Wow, an actual AI with a body. So, an android. You seem familiar, though.
Why do you say I's initials?
AI? Artificial intelligence?
Zero looks confused.
How much do you know of the old world?
I know how Pangea was created by All-Mother.
The spirit of Mother Nature. Do you know what happened before that?
What do you mean?
What led to the creation of All Mother? Mother Earth personified?
He doesn't need to know.
I grabbing Sora's shoulder. There's a pause.
I remember now. They did not tell you the full story.
Zero looks at I. She seems worried.
Then, what's the full story?
Sora looks up at the temple.
We will have to wait till everyone claims their sword.
Why wait?
It's for the battle to come. That's why my master said, and why he shaped me. I don't know what that means, but I fulfilled my promise. Besides, you might die before that battle even happens. That blonde guy will probably challenge you for the hilt.
I can handle him.
At your level, you cannot. He chooses the 100th sword, one of the strongest made. He's called Soul.
What's with the sword number?
Because 95th through the 100th have presents.
I knew it was you.
What are you talking about?
In due time.
Right. The presents. The swords follow their purpose, or law, so to speak, but I can't tell you what they are. But if you follow the law, you can bring out the sword's full potential, in turn bringing out the users.
In the distance, cheers are heard. Cut to exterior temple night. Shadows of the crowd are cheering. Daniel stands looking out into the crowd with a golden sword on his back. Daniel sees the others, 4 stars with weapons in their hands, weapons equaling his in strength. As we cannot see their figures, only the color of their eyes are seen as they look on each other with animosity. Cut to exterior, outskirts of town, night. Sora begins walking towards the temple.
I'll show you the truth.
Flames light the path to the temple. They walk a good distance to the back of the temple. Sora holds her hand to the back of the wall. Nothing happens.
It needs us both.
I hesitantly goes towards the wall.
I hope this works out.
I holds her hand out. On the temple glows a door-like shape, then opens to a corridor leading down to the depths of the temple.
Well, show me the truth.
Zero walks into the corridor with his hands on his head. Cut to interior temple depths, night. Zero walks into the temple. It's full of what seems like reflective glass. The room is dome-shaped and has a circle in the center.
What is this place?
It's technology of the past. It will show you the truth.
Shall we begin? To show you the world that once was?
I begins to walk towards the center of the room. She steps onto the circle and becomes partial data. Half her body phases from data to flesh.
What's happening?
I am initiating my protocols to access the past. To show you the beginning of Pangea. Initiating Truth Protocol.
The room starts spinning and the images start to come into view.
What am I seeing?
This is old technology. This is VR, virtual reality. You will see everything as if you were actually there. I is the old artifact of truth.
There's a white flash. Cut to exterior, school, day. Images start to form and move around the room. I is now overheard and speaks in a more robotic tone than she did before.
This all begins in February 2020. My creator's friends wept when he returned from data corrupted. But as they gathered around, he said,
I have a way to save the light.
so they began to work and cultivate crystals that had possibility to change the world. Crystal called refines. These crystals, once given to humans, made their own souls by proxy. The year is now 2040. My creator and his team has made a formula using refines to save the ozone by planting refines in the Earth's core periodically.
The refines will drastically change the Earth's crust and grow more trees to build forests.
But with every light cast a greater shadow, the shadow that brought Pangea called the Destroyer.
Television turns on and we see a woman.
My beloved people, I will name myself as the Destroyer, because we will all destroy this world and create it anew. With the Creator's plan, we can start again. My plan is to steal the refines and send them into Earth's core, all at once.
On the day of launch, the destroyer broke into the facility and my creator tried to stop her.
We have the same goals. There's no need for this.
The world must start again. Creator and you can make it happen,
But your way will kill thousands.
but it shall give others a chance. I am sorry.
The destroyer presses a button, which sends refines into the Earth's core.
No, you can't send that many. You don't know what it will do to the Earth.
I'll see you on the other side, Creator.
The destroyer sent all the refines into Earth's core. The partial souls of the refines combined and became one soul, the All-Mother. She flew from the whole of the site, the embodiment of Mother Earth. She moved the continents of Earth into one Pangea, but in doing so, she killed many. The Earth had to restart, but at the cost of many. So All-Mother decided she couldn't let them die. She gave pieces of her soul to form new humans with infinite possibility. They were called seeds.
Sora steps in the circle where Ai is standing.
All Mother seeds held great potential. It was their souls that were truly special, and for that they were haunted for years. So All Mother made it where the seeds reincarnate, and you can pass your seed on to anyone you deem worthy.
So, the seed is their soul, and the only difference between seeds and humans is
Is that if you gather all the seeds or people who hold them, you can change reality like the All Mother.
Seeds are still human. The just hold greater potential and can access it.
The images come to a stop as the story of old comes to an end.
it seemed back then the creator held us together. I feel
Zero grabs his chest.
I don't know. There's this pain in my chest. I feel bad for those people hunted because of preconceived notions.
Everyone should have that reaction. But you are also a seed.
No, I would have known my power by now. I could have been a master if I was stronger.
You only need to train the right way.
So what do we do now?
Train to wield, to access your powers and enhance them.
And how do I do that with no blade?
Go to the undefeated temple and be the first to reach the top.
That's a stretch, even for me. But tell me something. You two, why do I need this power?
I gained access to all my data. Soon you will understand, but first you must lead the Master of Stars.
Zero laughs.
Better chance at being the first to make it to the undefeated temple.
Zero walks around the room.
Wait. Why do I need to be the first? I should be the only one to enter.
No, that is why the top 100 got swords to raise all their powers. I assume the Master of the Stars got the other top 4 swords, because they can only be picked up by someone of great strength.
So everyone who survived this temple will team up with the 100 swords and take on the defeated temple.
100 groups of 5. 500 people versus 3?
2.
What?
I am your sword. I have healing magic at best right now, so to actually fight, I will have to go back into the hilt until you're stronger and bring out more power.
That's great.
The more power you have and can bring out of the sword, the more power she has as a solo, being not tied to the sword.
So, get stronger, and she will join. Great!
If I die, the sword is useless.
Zero walks around the room faster.
It's just a hilt.
Your will shapes the sword.
Zero just falls back and lays on his back.
I need sleep and to think on our next move.
I'll dim the lights and change the temperature to suit us better.
Thank you.
I'm not even going to ask how. Thank you. Good night.
Zero falls asleep with a scowl on his face.
Does he always sleep like that?
No, just when he thinks too much before bed. I remember when he was a young boy when he would challenge me to chess. He would always have that look on his face. It's a little pouty, but mad at the same time.
Sora laughs.
It's cute. It reminds me of my master.
The mirrors are now warm orange lights that show patterns in the room. Ai looks at Sora.
I accessed all the memory of this world, even the Great War. You didn't tell him your truth.
I will. I think it will be too much for him. I'll give him bits and pieces. Besides, I am just like him, and I don't know what I'm doing as well.
Well, you're young.
Sora looks at Ai, realizing she isn't just this powerful being or the master of power, but a 23-year-old girl stuck between three worlds. There's a little tear in Sora's eyes.
Thank you.
Get some rest.
Ai watches as Sora goes to sleep. There is this silence.
Creator, you died before I even got your name.
We
But you
froze.
gave us all. I froze? Oh, sorry. But you gave us all
Ew.
so much. I am sorry. I've forgotten you. Forgotten myself. I will do my best.
Ai begins to cry. The warm lights fade to black.
What just happened?
Are we back? Does
Yeah,
that
you're
end
back.
well?
Okay, I was so
Okay.
confused.
We froze. And we didn't realize we froze.
Yeah, I just kept talking and I went, so there is a long silence.
That was awkward.
Nah, you guys are good.
That was great.
That was awesome, X.
Oh,
I love
man.
that.
Big
Hold on.
blessings. Big
The-
stuff.
For real.
Mhm.
The part where I, turns into data and stuff, that gave me Hella Horizon Zero Dawn vibes. I don't know if you ever played it.
Oh,
You should check it out. It's
Oh.
yeah, but it's very similar. It's very cool.
cool.
But no, I could picture that. Yeah, it was really cool. This whole thing was like very good anticipation for like what's to come, and I got very invested. Not just because I was reading in it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I really liked how you used the prompt. How you took
Mm.
the virtual reality of what the world used to be and kind of placed it in the middle of the scene. That was nifty.
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
I was-
I was thinking about the prompt.
You said that
Was
last
the-
time.
Same.
It's a compliment because then I forget that we're
Wait,
even
what was
thinking
the
about
part?
the prompt
Let's go.
because I'm invested in the story.
Thank you.
I was just curious what he was gonna say when it mentioned February 2020, and then it like cut off, and it was like, do you remember that part?
Wait, where did that happen?
I was talking about
Oh,
where
this
eyes
one?
like it's February 2020.
Mhm.
Oh, data corrupted.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
like, why is the data corrupted?
Oh
She
my
was like-
god. Okay.
She doesn't have access to it. That's all I can say.
That's
Wow.
scary. They just erased it from history, or from her history.
Wild,
Just,
yeah.
all things lined up. That's all I can say.
I'm excited.
But yeah.
Hell yeah. Excellent. I cannot wait for the third part. I hope it continues.
Mhm.
Heck yeah.
Keep it going.
Up next is Kaitan.
Woohoo.
Oh shit. Okay. Cool. That was my piece. It is. Oh, we shall wait for Nick to return.
Awkward.
Something happened.
Mhm.
Was it the kitty cat?
Yeah, I'm gonna rejoin the call because since we froze, X has stayed frozen.
Oh no.
I'm
Okay.
gonna leave and come back.
Were people frozen on the screen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was me.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I was the imposter.
No.
I knew it.
Dude. If you guys hear Hinata meowing, I'm so sorry. She's going crazy
No.
right now.
You're fine. Please don't
It's always an honor
apologize.
to hear her meow.
She
Exactly.
needs to do what she gotta do.
It builds the ambiance. It's like we're in a petting zoo. cats aren't
very
independent, so
atmospheric.
they ignore me.
How many cats do we have in the chat right now?
At least 3.
How many animals do we have right now?
5.
1,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Christian, go get your dog's names that I can't remember.
Oh no.
You have a
Chug
dog?
and Silas.
Yeah,
I have
Chug and
two.
Silas. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know where they're at. They might run away from me. I don't know.
Oh, sad
Are they
life.
puppies or
Yeah.
cats?
They're puppies.
Oh.
Oh.
Grown
Yeah.
though. Grown puppies.
Yeah.
Mm.
Adult
Big
puppies.
puppies.
Big puppies.
Nay.
Yes. All right. So my my piece is called Cosmic Ruling because I didn't know what else to name it. I thought about it for like 20 minutes. The cast is as follows: Christian will play Joseph, Deja will play Demi, Lucy will play Paula, Sophie will play Cassandra, X will play Omar, and Nick will play Shemus. Y'all ready?
Mhm.
Great. Interior, Black Box Theater, night. Saturday night, May 30th, 2020, outside the Black Box Theater. The class of spring 2020 had just finished the curtain call of their last showcase performance of their college lives. Now the masses, performers and audience members alike, have crowded outside the tiny theater congratulating one another. Joseph stands outside holding a bouquet of flowers. He, along with a few of his other classmates, Paula, Cassandra, and Omar, are talking to their families, who have come both for their graduation as well as to watch their final showcase. Joseph turns to see Demi approach them, flustered.
So
Everybody gives their attention to Demi, who looks around at them nervously, then breaks into a smile.
They loved it. They took my resume and said they'd be in contact.
Oh my god, D, what?
Jimmy, holy shit.
You better. That's fucking amazing.
That's so great, Dim.
Yeah, I still can't believe it. Holy shit. 3 agents. Wow.
But are any of us really surprised? Demi Pierce, you were always one of the most talented motherfuckers in our grade. Come here, you.
Joseph puts Demi in a headlock and digs his fist into the top of her head.
I think we, as a group, are a few of the more talented ones.
Talent attracts talent.
Yeah. Well, I happen to think I'm pretty mediocre, but hey, every group needs a black sheep.
Oh, shut up, Joseph. You're like a triple threat.
Jack of all trades, master of none. Nothing to brag about.
Hey, quit putting yourself down. You're amazing. You all are.
And you too.
Here's to us, graduates, soon to be fucking superstars.
Make baby!
Here's to the freaking weekend!
What?
Yeah.
What's left of the crowd outside joins them in their cheering. The class of spring 2020 feels hopeful with optimism. Smash cut to exterior, Hollywood sign day. 1 year later. We see the Hollywood sign, then an apartment building with a clear view of the Hollywood sign. Interior, Argyle Apartments day. Demi looks out the floor-to-ceiling windows. She looks different, more sophisticated, stylish. She talks, walks, and acts different as well. She takes a sip of what looks like gin and tonic. Her phone rings, breaking her out of her trance. She grabs it from her pocket and picks up.
Hello?
Dem, hey, it's Seamus. Listen, how do you feel about flying out to Atlanta for the weekend?
I have an audition this weekend.
For the Pepsi commercial, right? Look, Lewis just emailed me about an audition at Atlanta this weekend for a recurring guest star role in Euphoria.
You're kidding.
Nah, baby, this is the real deal. Now tell me you're in. I can get you booked for a red eye after your Good Doctor episode on Friday. Then have you back before your rehearsals for prom on Monday.
Okay, let's do it.
Great. I'll let Joe know about the commercial audition. I'm sure she'll understand. Oh, you have a fitting for your Sims commercial today, right?
Yeah, at 2.
Okay, great. Keep killing it, superstar. Let me know if you need anything.
I will. Thanks, Seamus.
Demi hangs up. She finishes her drink, turns to pour another. Thinks about it. She almost doesn't, then decides against it and pours another one after all. She gets a text on her phone. It's a group chat with Joseph, Paula, Cassandra, and Omar. Joseph says, "See you guys in a few hours," with a winky face emoji. Paula sends an eye roll emoji. Omar types, "Can't wait, been too long." Demi doesn't respond. She takes a drink. Cut 2. Interior. Ukuk Korean Barbecue. Night. Same day, 7:30 p.m. Korean barbecue restaurant. Demi is surprisingly the first one there. She sits awkwardly at a table for 5, surrounded by groups of loud people. She orders a beer while she waits. Paula is the first one to show up after her. She looks more or less the same. Her hair is shorter. Other than that, she hasn't exactly changed.
Oh my god!
Demi gets up to give her a hug. Paula sits opposite her.
Wow, just look at you. I almost didn't recognize you.
Yeah, it's been a while. How have you been?
Oh, you know, same old, same old.
Oh, yeah?
Few auditions here and there, but nothing big yet. Although, I got a call back for a role on Titans. That was pretty big.
Hey, a callback. That's great.
Paula laughs, unsure if she should feel patronized or not. Just then, Joseph approaches them.
Well, if it ain't two of my 5 favorite people in the entire world.
Still loud and as enthusiastic as ever, but Joseph has grown a couple inches, lost a couple of pounds, and doesn't look as optimistic as he did in college. There's a level of skepticism in him now.
5 favorite people?
My mom's the 5th.
Joseph gives Paula and Demi a hug before sliding in next to Demi.
Demi, holy shit, look at you.
What about me?
You're like a completely different person now. You wear your hair out, you're not in a hoodie.
I guess I've changed a little.
Understatement.
I saw you last week on Hulu. You were in some water company commercial. That's amazing. Booked and busy.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I mean, if you got the connections and the talent, it only makes sense, right?
The sentence does not come across the way Demi intended it to.
What I mean is...
Just then, Omar approaches. Still as tall and muscular as ever, but now with much longer hair, and with slightly more confidence.
Omar!
Hey!
More hugs. Omar sits next to Paula.
It's good to see you guys again. And girl. I mean, see you all.
Omar, you're fine.
Still huge, I see.
Gotta keep the machine oiled or it won't function correctly.
Right.
How's everyone doing?
Pretty good. Should we get a round of shots?
Suju shots, let's do it!
A few hours pass. The group gets increasingly intoxicated as the night wears on, filling themselves silly with good meat and good drinks. Good company, too. Sort of. Cassandra never shows. Exterior, Ukuk parking lot, night. It's the end of the night. Omar decides to take Paula home in his car since they live in the same direction. Joseph and Demi live on the other side of the city, so they both take separate Ubers back. They wait outside of Ukuk in the Los Angeles winter cold. Joseph clears his throat.
Hey, Dim, it's really good to see you again. I've missed you. We used to be so tight. It's weird. It's like we live in different worlds now. Paula and I are struggling to even get decent auditions while you and Cassandra are out there just... It's nuts, you know? I mean, she didn't even show up tonight. Shows you how busy she is, I guess. And Omar is just... Well, he quit acting, and I'm happy for him. I am. Sometimes doing this shit gets tiring.
Aren't you feeling a little too sorry for yourself?
Excuse me?
You used to talk big shit about breaking through the industry, about making it, about being talented.
No. I think you got me confused with Paula or Cassandra. I always knew I was mediocre. I just thought, I don't know, that I'd be different after graduating, that the 5 of us would have each other's backs, and that we would have always supported each other and help each other. I thought we could make it if we were all together.
The world doesn't work that way, Joseph. if you want something, you need to work hard for it. That's all.
You're saying I haven't worked hard? You're seriously implying that I haven't busted my ass trying to make this work for me? Sorry, I wasn't approached by 3 talent agents that night I graduated college. Sorry I wasn't lucky enough to be scouted and handpicked and groomed to be.
Okay, shut the fuck up. I worked hard to be where I am now.
Yeah, well, so have I. Jesus. You're being super arrogant, acting like you're brand new, like we're all nothing compared to you. Yeah, you're successful. Congrats, you made it. I hope you enjoy the view on top.
Joseph walks away, entering an Uber not long after. Demi stands in her place, trying not to let her emotions get the better of her. She looks up at the sky, wondering if things would have really turned out so different if the world had stopped the day they graduated, if something happened to keep them all together. Fade to black.
Need a long drink.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was a great read.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you, everyone.
Wow.
Yes.
It's a little disheartening.
You know, I wanted to
It's okay.
my concept, what I was going for was more like, you know, even if COVID hadn't happened, who's to say things would have turned out better?
Mm.
You know,
True.
I don't know. Like, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting that she like kind of wished for something. It's like, well, you know what you're wishing for.
Yeah.
That was
I
hella
mean,
good.
I definitely think I'm grateful for it in some aspects. I mean, like what your piece said at the end, like if something had happened to keep us together, which it did, even if everything else went to shit.
Yep.
Mm.
I like that piece, Kai.
Thank
That
you.
was good.
That's cool.
Thank you,
Yos-
everyone, for the great reads.
I like that.
I just want to say Joseph went into that conversation looking for a fight. Okay. He had the
I
gun
don't know.
loaded. He was like,
To throw
"Oh, she's
hands.
successful and I'm not, and I'm gonna like downplay
I don't
myself." And
I don't think it's like that. I think he's more like coming to the end of his rope.
oh
Like,
yeah,
he's
for
just-
sure.
He's done with it, so he's just like done with acting.
Mm.
Plus, they were all drinking. You know, he was letting off some steam, and
Taking it out on
things
his
escalated.
friends,
Yeah.
yeah.
But also, like, if you're close with a lot of people and you're all kind of pursuing the same thing, and someone gets very successful, you can't help but be like, "Why isn't it me?"
Yeah.
Like,
You know,
yeah.
there's to some extent, there's always a push and pull in that.
The
relationship.
artist
Yeah.
ego.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You have to learn to like channel that into you're really excited and happy for your friend, as opposed to poor me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
it's true. It's true.
And inspiration.
balance.
Channel it in inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Ooh,
But speaking of
fire
inspiration, the Kai Tam on Good Trouble.
Inspiring.
I don't know if anyone saw. Lord.
I appreciate
Every time
all
I
of
saw,
you.
every time I saw you up there, it instantly reminded me of what's his name's class, the whoosh, and I was like,
Oh, Mark Lewis.
it's like, oh my
Bruh.
gosh.
Oh my.
When I was doing that scene, I was like, "Oh God, this is AMDA." Like improv again?
This is
No.
crazy. That your first TV gig is something that you kind of did
Yeah,
all
like a
throughout
class.
college.
Mhm.
It's cool.
It was a time. Yeah, it was a time.
Hell yeah.
Did you just slam your
I just hit
knee?
my knee real hard.
Wow.
No.
I know that feeling. I'm so sorry.
Kai, that was a wonderful piece. And up next,
Thank you.
we have Lucy. But
Oh, we're just going down the list.
Heck yeah.
real quick, I'm
All
sorry.
right.
This is impromptu. Can we take a bathroom break real quick? Is anybody else feeling that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do
I
it.
gotta pee so bad.
We're taking a short break. Everyone go get your drinks refilled. Go use the
Intermission.
restroom. Get a snack.
Maybe grab a bottle of water if you're drinking too much already.
Agua, yes.
All right. I'm gonna throw us over into the poster, and we'll be back in like 3 or 4 minutes. Okay.
Awesome.
And we're back. I don't know if that was 3 or 4 minutes, but I'm so glad. Lucy, our guest of honor tonight. Take it away.
Hi. So, this piece doesn't have a name. Let's call it Coffee Break. So the cast list as is, I can't speak, as follows. Chuck will be Christian, Ash is Sophie, Owen is Nick, Joy is Amy Lynn, and the intern is Xavier. All right. We all ready? Cool. Interior meeting room day. A room with floor-to-ceiling whiteboards on 2 adjacent walls. Across from the door are windows looking out onto a city. The windows are bookended by 2 framed posters of Kelly Clarkson. Both say, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." The last wall has a TV framed by various awards, most noticeably a banner over the TV that reads, 2016 winner, Best in Woe. Around the conference table is a team defeated. Owen, the team leader, paces around, wrapped in concentration, flipping a marker over in his hand. Ash, his right hand, slouches against the window. Joy sits tapping her thumbs anxiously on the table. Finally, Chuck. He holds his head in his hands, shell-shocked.
Didn't like it.
It's not a big deal.
Kanye told me to go fuck myself.
Well, he says that to everyone.
I just really believed in my virus. I thought a global pandemic would be a great catastrophe for the states that would eventually...
Look, team, there's no time to dwell on failed pitches. We only have 1 hour to come up with something new, or the Illuminati will fire us. And I'll never meet Beyonce. We just need something to propel us forward.
Ash pushes the doorbell-like button by the entrance and returns to the table. In rushes intern, eager to please, but usually panicked.
You rang?
My dear intern, it is our most sacred time of day, the coffee break.
Ooh, do we have that espresso brand from Argentina? That stuff's really good. Highly caffeinated.
Yeah, I think so.
Perfect. Okay, so I would like an iced latte made with... Oh, could you make it with some oat milk and... I think I'm feeling 4 shots of espresso?
Mocha latte.
Caramel macchiato.
Just bring me a Red Bull.
That's it. Thanks.
The entire time, Intern has been trying to butt in with their protests.
I don't know how to make espresso.
You say something?
I don't
What?
really know how to make an espresso.
The team is silent in response. Intern backs out and leaves. Back to the matter at hand.
Chuck, is it really so important that you redeem yourself for
Don't say his name, Ash.
Listen, 2016 was our baby, I know. Besides the orange elephant in the room, there was Prince, Alan Rickman, David Bowie, Harambe, the Chipotle E. coli scare, the clowns. You can't expect to live up to that.
We all thought the pandemic was a great idea for the upcoming year. The Illuminati's Board of Disasters didn't agree. That still leaves the US without a horrible nationwide thing happening in 2020. And again, 1 hour to come up with something or we all lose our jobs. Let's just vamp until something sticks.
Owen writes on the whiteboard, Devastation Nation.
All right, ideas.
Mount St. Helen 2.0?
Really bad hurricane season leads to shutdown of summer camps.
Murder hornets.
Oh, bookmark that. We'll come back to it.
We could always break up the Jonas Brothers again.
What about a typhoon?
It's very similar to a hurricane, but I like the energy.
Aliens abduct Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Ones that are actually feasible.
How dare you?
The group continues to spit out ideas as Intern enters.
Alien obelisk in the desert?
Off of group stairs.
Just wouldn't be part of the group.
Thank you for your input, but we got this. Where's the coffee?
Oh, the coffee, the machine. I don't really know how to work it.
So, no coffee? I need coffee or I will die. I am dying.
Just press the button.
What button?
The button. There's a picture of 2 coffee cups.
Tap it right and it'll be fine.
Tapping?
Owen, they don't know how to make. They don't know how to tamp. They don't know how to tamp.
You can Google it.
Great. See, Joy? Nothing to worry about. You'll get your caffeine soon. Our intern is smart, very intuitive.
You think so? I know it's my first day and all, but can I pitch an idea?
Sure. Shoot your shot.
Cats the movie musical gets a sequel.
Intern waits for what is sure to be thunderous applause.
Well, Bud, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but your cat's idea is not quite right. It just seems like something Hollywood would do anyway.
It has to be something a stupid person wouldn't do on their own. As the rules state, all ideas must be executed in a way that is believable as a part of nature or as an act of a god or gods.
I will consider cats too an act of vengeful God.
Intern exits.
Pandemic was good. It was sound. Everything lined up really well.
We get it. You're sad. Move on.
We need something we haven't pitched before. Something that finally forces Americans to come together and support one another. There was no way the US could do that for a pandemic.
Whatever it is, it has to create the perfect amount of tragedy that gets everyone's sympathy. Something that triggers the compassionate gene.
There's a compassion gene.
There has to be somewhere.
I'd have to retrain the Americans. I mean, compassion just comes so easily to everyone else.
Intern returns. Coffee is set in front of each person, pretty indistinguishable from one another. Intern gives Ash the Red Bull, which she immediately opens. They each reach for their coffee and sip.
Burnt.
A beat.
The coffee. It's burnt.
I tried my best, but
What do we do?
Let's not panic.
it was my first time making coffee.
I think this is just warm chocolate milk.
Owen, the coffee. The coffee's no good.
Is it really that bad?
My brain doesn't work without espresso.
Oh no.
What have you done?
It's sacrilege.
Coffee time is sacred. It's like
Sacrilege! Sacrilege! Sacrilege!
Maybe you just hit the wrong button. You can just go make more.
That was the last of the espresso beans.
Dead silence.
Owen!
I know. We'll figure this out.
We're done for. That's it. We've reached rock bottom. Rock bottom. And then we're gonna get fired.
Great, they're collapsing in on themselves.
I can go and on a run and buy some.
No time. We have to go back in with an idea ASAP, or that's the end of us.
It's just coffee.
Yes.
It's not just coffee. It's the life source of an entire operation.
Lindsay Lohan made better coffee than this.
You don't need it.
We do.
No bean juice, no brain juice.
But if you guys had good ideas earlier without coffee...
What? Volcanoes re-erupting and killer bees? These are all backups for backups. They maybe cause a trend on Twitter or a video of tone-deaf stars singing a copyrighted Beatles song. They don't destroy and then unite an entire country. No one would actually change for the better for that shit. They just press the mute button.
Wouldn't any natural disaster force Americans to work together?
Americans are special dum-dums who care about nothing unless it affects them. They're all shallow, emotionless pits. Nothing we come up with will save our jobs or them.
It's all your fault, intern.
Happened to compassion.
You deserve none.
You had to let the coffee burn.
Oh, fuck you guys! It's coffee! Big fucking deal! You won't die because of it! Your brains still work! I won't apologize for the fact that you're all so consumed in yourselves what not one of you has taught me how to use an espresso machine! Do any of you know how to use it?
Chuck, Joy, Owen, and Ash look at each other. No. No, they don't know how to use the coffee machine.
I didn't think so. I applied to work for the U.S. disaster team because your work inspires me. But you're just wash-ups who are out of ideas and would tear someone apart for caffeine. You'd rampage like animals you are until the death and destruction remained if there was ever a coffee shortage.
Intern begins to walk out. Then it dawns on them, and at the same time, they all reach the same conclusion.
That's it!
Great.
Blackout.
Oh my god. I would kill myself.
Oh
I
my
would
god.
kill my- Either
That's
I would kill
awesome.
myself or my brain would like just melt from the lack of caffeine.
Bruh.
Imagine if the shipment of coffee just did not come in.
I would just sleep all day, every day.
No, it has to be worse than that. All coffee plants die and they can't be replanted.
Right, right.
Don't
There'd be like
understand.
people trying to make coffee in their homes, and then they're like coffee meth labs, just like
Oh my god.
That was the idea.
That was awesome.
This piece was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Damn,
That's so
guys.
funny.
The whole time.
The U.S.
Yeah.
disaster team. That's so funny.
Like, the idea was, what if the Illuminati had representation in each country that decided what horrible things happened to people?
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
It's fantastic.
I
I love it.
for a majority of this
That's
piece,
great.
I thought they were a team of people working for Kanye for his like presidency, and these were just tactics to get people to be like, Kanye fixed the world.
Oh my god.
That's
You
Yeah,
forgot
I was
y'all
trying
ran
to
for
think-
president, huh?
I did, actually. I was like, which celebrities are supposedly in the Illuminati? And so I called my sister. I'm like, hey, and she goes, I think Kanye West is in it. Daft Punk. Emma Watson is apparently rumored to be in the Illuminati.
Oh God.
So we were thinking of different scenarios of which celebrities could tell the team to go fuck themselves.
Nice. I love that, dude.
Yeah. Then we were joking like Lindsay Lohan was in it, so we're like, she'd only be an intern.
Oh, I would believe that. I would believe that.
Yeah.
I love this.
I'm
script.
glad you guys liked it.
Yeah.
Herb.
So good. It's good.
Thanks.
Moving
Had to pull
onward.
away.
Yeah. Up next is Christian.
All right. This is out of time. All right. So Amy Lynn is gonna be the cowboy narrator, and Lucy's gonna be red, and Nick is gonna be green. Whenever you guys are ready, you can go ahead.
Should we read the Nostradamus thing?
Jess.
Yes? Okay. Out of Time by Christian Morgan. Few young people half dead to give a start, dead through spite. You will cause the others to shine. Okay, hold on. And in an exalted place with some great evils to occur, sad concepts will come to harm each one. Temporal dignified, the mass to succeed. Fathers and mothers dead of infinite sorrows. Women in mourning. The pestilent she-monster. The great one to be no more. All the world to end. Nostradamus. Interior warehouse, day. Two people sit on a balcony, staring out into a gigantic, dark room. The first guy, green t-shirt with a lab coat, glasses and a nonchalant smirk, is leaning over the balcony watching something below. The woman, bright red hair, lab coat, and a look of disappointment, is watching the man.
How far of a drop do you think that is?
Far enough that if I pushed you, it probably wouldn't hurt you. Probably.
Green stands up straight and turns to face Red.
Or maybe I'd bounce right back up here and pull you down with me.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
They both laugh and hug, letting go after a few seconds.
Gosh, you haven't aged a bit. You still look like that boy that I used to run around the neighborhood with.
And you look like a Nobel Peace Prize winning scientist.
Close, but no cigar. Actually, that's why you're here.
A lady who knows what she wants. I like that.
Red turns to suggestively look Green up and down before flipping him the bird. She then turns back to face the empty dark space.
Anyway, I heard you took up studying gastroenterology at UC San Diego.
Yeah, you heard right. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Well, me and CDC are going to be putting that honest work to good use.
Did you just say the CDC? Wait, what's going on here?
You remember back in January of 2020 when that virus hit the country?
Yeah, COVID-19 got snuffed out before it could do any real damage. It mirrored the same exact events of Ebola in 2014.
Exactly. Came here and everyone got scared. Started acting really dumb, too. It's almost like our brains rejected humanity and went back to monkeys.
Couldn't find toilet paper for a month, but the bidet was all worth it.
Except we both know that that wasn't the hardest part, was it? I mean, besides what happened in Australia.
Well, shit. With the 3 solar storms that hit us in April and the fucking comet that came within an inch of colliding with us, I'd say that was nothing.
One hell of a year, huh? All that, and we're still not done.
True. So, then why do you need a stomach specialist?
Well, if you couldn't have guessed, we're coming to the end of July and the worldwide famine is still nowhere to being solved.
Oh, yeah. But what does world hunger have to do with the CDC? Aren't you guys all about viruses and diseases, not agriculture?
Ah, you got me there.
Green stares at Red with frustration and seriousness.
Okay. My R&D team found something really cool, but I can't tell you unless you agree to sign on to the project.
Doesn't the CDC have like 1 million gastroenterologists and enterologists?
Yeah, sort of.
Red turns towards Green, stepping closer to him. She stares into his eyes softly, while taking her hand and brushing his hair behind his ear.
I want you.
Red steps back, smiling softly at him.
On the team, that is. Do you accept?
Sure, I guess.
That's great news. Okay, now back to business. I just want you to know, you're really the only one I could trust with this.
Green leans onto the rail, seeing something moving in the darkness below them.
Anyway, as I was saying, research and development was studying viruses. Rabies, to be exact.
The fuck are you talking about?
You see, we know that rabies can make people and animals have a loss of appetite. Among all of the other symptoms besides death, it would allow for us to take advantage of such a destructive force. Maybe even use it for good.
You've got to be out of your mind.
No, the opposite, actually. We know that rabies carries the symptoms of reducing appetite and stopping hunger pains. People could go longer without food.
Why not the flu or something less lethal?
The flu can't penetrate the central nervous system.
Okay. But what does that all have to do with the stomach specialist?
We found out how to mix the RNA of the virus into grains and other foods, but we still don't know how to get the immune system to stop rejecting the virions. That's where you come in.
Green slams his fist against the railing of the balcony, staring into the darkness. Again, something catches his eye in the room below. Something moving. He takes a deep breath.
You said you couldn't get the immune system to stop attacking the virus? How did you test this in the first place?
Red catches a glimpse at Green's eyes, noticing he's staring into the darkness. Then she sees it. The moving shapes down below.
We had to skip the animal trials and go straight into human.
Red takes a remote out of her pocket and clicks a button. Suddenly, lights flash on and flood the warehouse. Down below are hundreds of people. They all begin to scream, covered in blood.
You didn't.
It's our only chance at survival. The human's race's chance at survival. Please help me. We don't have long.
Green turns around and stares at Red with a blank expression.
When do we need this by?
October.
Green looks at his phone, reading the date. Monday, August 31st.
Fine.
Blackout.
I like this one.
The fuck?
This made me realize I missed my chance at having like 50 Shades of Grey read by a cowgirl and two scientists.
Oh my goodness.
Make
It was
it
right
happen,
there.
please.
This is so cool.
Wait,
Oh,
What?
I got
Whoa.
chills.
based on some
Holy shit.
upcoming stuff, you could write this again, and change
It's
it.
true.
Yeah.
It might happen.
That was so strange.
Is that really true about the rabies thing? That it stops your appetite?
Yeah, you have like reduced appetite because I don't know. I was reading up on it, but you do have reduced appetite. It's kind of weird.
Crazy.
The cause of death for people, I think like the major cause of death for people who contract rabies is dying of thirst, because they like
Oh.
don't have a thirst, so they don't drink any water.
Whoa.
Aren't they hydrophobic too?
I'm not
Like
sure.
they're afraid of water.
That's crazy.
That might be just for animals, but I have no idea.
Huh.
I mean, we're animals, so
Yeah,
We revert
fucking
back to
wild.
the animalistic
We
brain.
are the animal.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Grr.
Reject
It's like-
humanity.
Insane.
She has a good idea, but also like, is it ethical?
Mm.
Is it morally okay?
This sounds like a movie that'll come out like 2 years from now.
Definitely get the
Mhm.
rights
It
down,
does.
Christian.
Definitely.
Sure, Netflix will make it,
Ha!
or Amazon Prime.
Or Hulu.
And they'll make the
Or
sequel.
Hulu.
Or
Which
Star,
is-
literally anything.
They'll make a sequel about a cowgirl directing it or talking about some very sensual virus thing.
Sensual.
It's like in the aftermath of the virus, Sam Elliott narrates the cowgirl talking about the
Oh
the
my
new sexual
gosh.
life of everyone in the apocalypse.
I kind of want Sam Elliott to narrate everything. So.
Oh, I do too.
Fantastic. Well done, Christian. We're going to do a complete 180 in terms of mood. And we're going to move on to my piece. This piece is titled Jilly Bowl. And the cast list is as follows. Xavier is the director. Our guest Lucy will be Billy Joel, and I will be reading stage directions. Everybody ready?
Heck yeah.
Yes, sir.
I guess.
Alrighty. Interior of the Radio City Music Hall, day. Billy Joel is sitting on stage in front of a piano. The director sits in the front row of the audience.
All right, Joel, great. That was a perfect rendition of Piano Man. Sure to ignite the hearts of many as the first concert they're seeing as the world opens back up from the pandemic.
Thanks. I know.
Right. Now we're on to the last song of the show. This will come up during the planned encore.
Billy don't plan encores.
It's 2021. Billy, every encore is planned and expected.
Billy scoffs.
Anyway, lights.
The lights on stage shift to a single spot on Billy. A warm glow of red and orange lights fill the stage behind him like fire burning across the space.
All right, and go!
Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific, Walter Winchell, Joe Maj. Actually, you know what?
What?
I was thinking maybe I could try some new lyrics to the song.
New lyrics to We Didn't Start the Fire? Your hit song from 1989?
Yeah.
No.
Billy Joel looks awestruck.
Saying no. You haven't even heard them.
People don't hear the 2021 version of We Didn't Start the Fire. People need to hear the 1989 version that they know and love and don't understand anything about.
Let's listen to it. Or else.
Or else what?
Or else I walk.
The director laughs loudly.
You walk? Joel, baby, Billy, you can't walk from this. The show is tonight, and with this contract, I don't think the piano man is making enough tips these days to buy himself out.
I'm serious.
The director looks at him seriously.
Okay, fine. Let me hear it.
Billy Joel breathes in deep, strokes some keys on the piano, and begins singing We Didn't Start the Fire, but with different lyrics.
Fires in Australia, woman become a law. Weinstein, Epstein, airstrikes, war crimes.
Jesus. Stop. Stop. that's already so depressing. Except for the Camilla part. Maybe move that to the different verse.
No, but check out this next one. It's about pop media. TikTok rises up, YouTube Among Us, foreign films, Parasite, Chris Evans back in tight.
That's a bit better.
Well, then it devolves to about 11 or 12 lines of just names of people that have passed away.
Okay. So no to the lyric changes, but keep the energy. I like the emotion you brought into it.
Still no.
Look, Billy. We want people to forget the last year. For 3 hours tonight, you are on stage. They should totally forget the past year ever happened. COVID-19 who?
Oh, then you're gonna love the chorus.
I can guarantee you that I won't.
Nature didn't start the virus. It was always China.
Whoa! What the fuck? No! No! That is it!
The director takes his tie off and throws it down.
When the joke gets racist, then it's over. Done. It's not funny anymore. The whole script has been fine. A fine line, and you just cut it in half. That's what kind of a QAnon shit did this turn into? Look, kids, moral of the story, the past year sucked. And for the whole lot more than just COVID. Though COVID was really bad, is really bad, but the important thing is to remember life goes on. Or something. I don't know what the fuck moral piece of shit script is. It was a loss as soon as it vaulted into joking about conspiracy theories, about manufactured virus, or maybe it was lost as soon as it introduced one of the intoxicated readers as the Billy Joel. Anyway, that's it. End of stream. Everyone, extraduce yourselves. Check us out on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. Whatever. Bye. Bye. Shit. Daddy needs a double scotch straight.
Who are you talking to?
Shut the fuck up, Billy Joel!
Nature didn't start the virus.
Ooh.
No, it's China.
Nick.
I see why you needed to end the stream.
Oh, definitely.
This had to be the last
Everyone
one.
just leave.
Nick, when are you gonna finish this bob, dude?
I'm not gonna. As I was writing this piece, I was so done with it. I was like, this is devolving. I'm just reliving every awful thing of the past year. I don't want to do that.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh. But yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, Billy Joel.
That's awesome.
That was so fucking funny.
That was a cool take on it. Why Billy Joel? Not Billy.
I just thought we
I'm
didn't
not
start
Billy
the fire.
Joel.
So I started with that.
Fire.
That was the stream, y'all.
We did it.
Let's extraduce ourselves.
Oh no.
I'm Amy Lynn, and I have been unable to keep a straight face during the stream.
I'm Christian Morgan, and if Amy Lynn ever gets famous off of being an AI, just know that I found her first, so I can get the credit too. I'm just gonna say that.
True?
Yeah, because I put her in my piece, and she was an AI. And anyways, yeah, go ahead.
I'm Lucy, and I've witnessed this, so I can sign legal documents now.
Nice.
Nothing is yours.
It's me, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I am Kai Tam, and I have been have been. What is happening? Have been finished this this bottle.
Oh
Yeah,
my
tonight.
god.
You can't think right
That's
now.
Oof.
I have been Deja, and I have been the pouty face that Zero makes when he goes to sleep.
Cute.
I've been to Kellier, and let me get the right line. I am passing my seed onto anyone who I'm deemed worthy.
Wow, that's hilarious. I like
I'm just trying so hard not to crack up when I read that. Oh god. Okay, I'm Sophia Hasagawa, and I am a sword. I'm taking applications for hilts.
It's like, I'm sorry.
I love it when the piece just creates different things. I love it.
That was something else.
I'm Xavier Pace, and shit, I'm the fucking director.
Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, everybody. Thank you, Lucy, for being here. Do you have anything that you'd like to, advertise, show, project, your Instagram or Twitter or something?
Do it all.
Instagram, if you want to stay updated, at Lucy Schmitty. Also, you can watch all the sex ed videos that I'm now in on Jubilee's YouTube. I'm now apparently the face of that.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
Nice.
So
Get
if you
your
see a
money.
face going, that's me.
Fuck yeah.
Nice.
Speaking of YouTube, you can check us out down below. There are links to our YouTube, our Twitter, our Instagram, soon Reddit, whenever we figure out our subreddit somehow. And our Discord if you want to join us for game nights on Wednesdays, or if you want to feature your face up here with some of your scripts being read, hit us up. We'll be back next Wednesday for game night. So, see you then, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Thank you
everybody.
for joining.
We love you guys.
Drink responsibly.